Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? Welcome back to another Church Nerds episode, man. I got the crew on with me, man. We got me, your host, J Ball. We got Norman Heath, Pastor B. Dre. Everybody else will hop on when they can get on. We are so glad to be back with everybody. Remember, we want you to like, comment, and subscribe to our Facebook and our YouTube and wherever you get your streaming platforms. If you can't watch the Church Nerds, you can listen to the Church Nerds. Be a part of the Church Nerd congregation. What's going on, y'all?
Jeremy, why you got your Cash App up?
If someone wants to send a blessing, listen, it takes money to run this operation. So if someone wants to send a blessing so we can continue, you feel me?
Just make sure it gets to the Church Nerds. Just make sure it gets to us.
If someone wants to bless me,
someone wants to bless me with the money.
With the money.
Make it
bless me.
The funny part is that I didn't even necessarily see that until this time. But thanks, Jay. We have to have a discussion in the next business.
Stealing the church's money.
Oh my God. Listen, y'all, we are
it's done already.
If we didn't say nothing, he wouldn't have said nothing.
That's funny.
Listen, we are live. We want Eric. Listen, if you are in the comments, we just have my brother-in-law comment. Man, make sure you share this live. We got to.
That's your brother-in-law?
That's my brother-in-law.
Seriously?
That's my bro-in-law. What's up, bro-in-law?
No, I didn't know that.
Why
didn't
you know that? No, where you been for the past
I'm sorry. Do I walk around
4 years?
checking marriage records? I mean, how do I know that's your brother-in-law?
Jordan's name is not Baldwin, it's Sylvester. Her last name is Sylvester.
How did I know that? How would I know that?
When she comments, don't it say Sylvester?
It does say Sylvester.
It does say Jordan Sylvester.
You didn't put 2 and 2 together?
I'm just trying to figure out how you missed this.
Hey, I don't know everything. I don't see everything.
Y'all overworking Norm.
You are definitely the man of all knowledge.
That's true, but I don't know everything. I just act like I know everything.
Look, even Batman get it wrong sometimes.
Exactly. Because I don't know everything, I act like I know everything. That way, people just believe I know everything.
But he don't get names wrong though.
They've been married going on. I think it's about to be four years, I believe.
It's
really? Okay. Let's do this. What's Shannon's maiden name?
It's been a few years.
Shannon who?
My wife.
How
Oh.
we supposed to know that?
Thank you. Okay.
Oh, God. That is not the same.
It's the same to me.
You're right. You're right. I don't. Yeah, you're right, Norm. I agree with you there.
Oh,
I'm gonna agree with you, Norm. I'm the only one to agree with you on that.
Thank you.
My bad, Josh. 5 years. It's going on 5 years for my sister and my brother-in-law. It's going on 5 years. But listen, man, we got ourselves a good show. If y'all haven't been watching this show called X-Men 97,
my Lord,
it's not a reboot, but it is a continuation from the beloved 90s X-Men show. No skip. We don't skip the intro either. Okay, the intro still fire to this day.
Agreed.
Okay, this is one of the top shows that came out this year. Behind, I would say, Shogun. If you haven't watched Shogun and Invincible, those are my top 3 shows that came out earlier this year. For this year, X-Men 97, Shogun, and Invincible. But X-Men 97. Peak. Put Josh's comment up because Norm, you said this.
You can't put Shogun in there though.
There's
Shogun is
an animated TV show since the 90s.
Hey, Jay, Shogun is a whole different level.
No, I'm just saying, just shows that I enjoyed. Period.
Oh, okay.
Just enjoy. Period. Not animation show. I'm talking about show. Period. Trying to throw me under the bus again.
I love it though.
Best Marvel anime. Now, Norm, you said you think it's the best 90s cartoon.
It is the best. It's the best 90s animated show. Because I mean, it calls itself X-Men 97. It is the best 90s animation show ever.
Okay.
Now I think I can agree with Norm on that. That if you just think about the 90s animated series, like they did very well in producing and putting together this particular show. I just don't know that I'm ready to say that it's the best animated series since the 90s. That I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to say that yet.
Yes. Okay. Josh asked me a
put
question.
that over the
Is it better than Batman with Joker? Yes, it is better than that.
Oh yeah, by far.
It is better than Batman. It's
he orchestrated that in like episode 4 of the first season.
It is because again, and the reason why I stick to this has always been rewatchability. I grew up watching Batman. I can't even watch the episode now. I can't do it.
After 97, you was like,
oh,
you know
Lord,
what?
I can't. Brandon
can come from me. That's cool. No, okay, think about it. More people watch Static Shock than watch Batman. The animated series.
That is true because I would rewatch Static Shock any day.
I love Static Shock.
Static Shock was good for its time, but I would not rewatch it.
What? Oh, you tripping?
I would not. I would rewatch X-Men 97. And that ain't got. Look. I'm a.
Dre needs to be canceled. Stuff that
I support I support my Negroes.
Yeah,
needs to be canceled.
Static Shock is not rewatchable to me. I'm sorry.
I disagree.
Oh,
I have to highly disagree with you.
Really? Okay.
That's why. That's why babies.
Okay, bro, Law, we're gonna have a conversation, bro.
Electrical sockets today. Static Shock.
Static Shock was mid.
We gonna have to talk to Josh, Brian.
You know what?
I definitely agree, Josh.
No, see a police officer would say that. I realize vigilantism is against the law. So
it's against the law.
You probably thought Hancock was trash too.
No, Josh.
Oh, Hancock was actually a real. I wish they made a sequel to that.
Really?
Yeah,
Hancock
was straight.
Now, since we talking about X-Men 97, man, I
should have had Anthony Mackie play
who
Hitchcock in the sequel.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay. My bad.
Wait, hold on. I think you got a disagreement with Josh here. You see what Josh said?
What is it?
Hancock was horrible.
Look,
of course.
Man,
of course, people think that.
I aggressively disagree with Josh on that.
Aggressively, yeah.
He probably thinks Batman was trash. He probably thinks all the vigilante movies.
All the vigilante. Then like Darkwing Duck. That was definitely vigilante right there.
Yeah,
Darkwing Duck was different, man.
It was different, man.
Yeah, it had a couple pedo.
Oh no!
Oh god! Here we go.
If y'all go back and watch it, I'll show y'all.
No.
Shouts out to Kendrick. A minor.
Wow.
It is wild.
Oh my goodness.
That is wild. But listen, man, I want to know what was everybody's thought on the show. Okay, what did y'all think about X-Men 97? I think I know everybody's responses, but I'm a Deacon Norm.
Yes, sir.
What did you think of X-Men 97?
Okay, so I'm gonna do my best to be objective here because
you always being objective.
Being objective keeps you out of trouble. Being objective keeps you out of trouble and allows you to say what needs to be said.
Yeah, okay. It also leaves you without saying anything sometimes.
Exactly.
Sometimes, but usually that's not me. Usually I get my point across. So X-Men 97, as I said a few minutes, it is the best Marvel animated, best 90s cartoon show flat out. The show, it matured and it shows that things have stakes. Every episode, maybe 7 out of 10 episodes, because some seven out of 10, but they had a couple of fillers in there. But the ones that when things went down, it was permanent. It wasn't the next episode. We back at the mansion again. Life's great. It's like, oh, something bad that went down, and it's bad. I appreciate that, and I like that. That's what helps me give the rewatchability. So, I mean, it was a phenomenal show. The pacing was kind of wacky. Some episodes kind of was going at like the speed of light. Stuff was happening like crazy fast. But other than that, though, man, I give it 2 thumbs up for real.
Pastor B.
Man, I loved it. I loved the show. I will agree with Norm. There were a few episodes that I was a little fed up with, particularly in how they did Storm.
This is a spoiler review, by the way, y'all. If you haven't seen the show, this is a spoiler alert.
If you haven't watched it, turn this off and come back after you watch it, or just keep watching, because by now you should be watching it. Just
got replay value, so go ahead and watch this.
But yeah, like they just kind of like snatched her powers, and then she started. It reminded me of like
they be disrespecting the black women.
They do. So it reminded me of like this. Like I went to a service. I won't say which service because
what state was it in? What state was it in?
I'm not gonna say what state it was in either.
Come on, Brian.
But I was at this service and like there was this preacher up preaching, and it was while they was preaching, all of a sudden they just started going, I can't see. I see men like trees. That's how I felt when they took Storm's powers.
Wait a minute.
I just felt like, what is happening right now? Like, who woke up and wrote, I know what we're going to do in this series. We're going to take Storm's powers, and then we're going to have her sitting around going, I can't feel the wind. What spirit's gone?
Okay, so my one question to you, sir, because that was very true. Mm-hmm. In the service where the man couldn't see.
What service, man? I wouldn't know.
Were you able to stay the entire service after that, or did you have to leave?
No, see, I was sitting next to a gentleman and his wife. Good friends of mine. And they kind of prayed me to stay in my seat, but I was on the floor. Because I kept asking, what happened? Like, what's going on? Nobody could tell me. And, like, everybody just started shaking their head, like, what is going on? Like, it was almost like the person had forgotten their message. And so it was kind of,
Hey, so you see that video of the heavyset preacher that passed out on the stage?
I did see that. And nobody ran to their
aid. Nobody did anything.
That's what this service felt like. And that's what it felt like when Storm lost her powers. It was kind of like everybody was just like.
So nobody helped the man?
I don't know. The clip shut off. He was saying something. He was sitting on the stage. He was a big dude. He was sitting on the stage.
Did he get back up though?
I don't know. He was sitting on the stage. And he said something.
Back up. And
he just went straight backwards and fell. And like he just fell back. And everybody's just sitting around like.
Yeah, it was like.
That you know what, Brian? That tells me that means the show and the writers did their job to make you upset when they took Storm's power. Hey, Darrell is on.
It was not okay when she lost her powers. I was just kind of like, why?
Did you jump from your seat when they were like, no, they didn't, because she saved Magneto. Of all the people that she saved to lose her powers from, she saved the man that literally took over the day before.
That is true.
Hey, y'all.
That is very true.
We have a special guest that joined us today.
Oh, Lord.
Oh yeah. See, Darrell was busy. I didn't give him a good intro, so I apologize. But next time I'll give you one.
Did Gabe decide to grace us with his presence?
All the way from the great city of Grand Rapids.
Hey!
This young man recently graduated with his master's in such and such.
Oh, not such and such.
One and only. Saturday night only council going.
Whoa!
Young man.
Talking about coming from
Hey, Gabe, you seem to be like Magneto.
All right, I'll see y'all next week.
I can tell you one thing. The service I went to was not in Grand Rapids. I will tell you that. That is all I'm giving this kid.
Okay.
Norm, you cold-blooded, man.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I liked where you was going until you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go that direction. Spirit was talking to me.
And I thought he was about to say Saturday Night Live, but then when he said Saturday Night Only Going Council, I said, "Whoa, Jesus.
Whoa, Jesus!"
I'll say this: every council I go to, I have to drive almost 3 hours to.
He does.
Oh, that's true.
He does.
Yeah.
Well, they'll have
got-
one in Grand Rapids next year, right? Y'all working on that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'll say this: the last time it was in
Newsflash.
Grand Rapids, it was packed out all weekend.
It was. I was there too.
And we have a big sanctuary. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got somebody that beat you,
I
guys.
drive 5. Nobody tell you to move.
nobody asked you.
Hey, we need to start putting Josh as
It
an
ain't
honorary
5
cast
hours. It's
member.
4 hours if you know how to drive.
Okay, but seriously though, but as a positive, you have a positive. Answer the question, sir, please.
Which church you go to, Jordan?
What's the question?
What church do you go to, Jordan?
Jordan.
Oh, it's with the E in.
Yeah, for sure. I go to City of Pentecost Church, where the pastor is Bishop Melvin Jordan.
Yes.
Great church. Great church.
Great church.
Yeah,
Great church.
located 2286 Ball Street, northeast
That's
side
right.
of Michigan, Grand Rapids.
That's right.
Pause.
Full of the Holy Ghost. I love it.
Full of the Holy Ghost. No,
And
but
allow their assistant pastors to have. I mean, never mind. We left that last year. Never mind.
What did Brian say?
Nothing.
First
See,
of all, Brian
I can't be late. Y'all
first-
already messing. Y'all fooling around.
First of all, Brian and Norm, y'all need to be like Magneto and do what he said. I'm trying to do better.
I am trying to do better.
I'm always trying to do better. Every day.
No, Brian. Wait, what did you say?
Nothing. Nothing important to repeat on the great Zuckerberg internet.
I didn't hear him either, Gabe.
It's good to see you, Gabe.
Gabe Jordan, everybody.
Missing stuff.
Gabe Jordan.
Gabe Jordan, everybody. Gabe, welcome on. So you gonna put it in the chat?
You know, one of the great things about X-Men 97 is they did
Great way to get us back on topic.
They didn't make it all about Wolverine.
No,
Man,
they did not.
Awesome.
That was so good.
At the same time, though, I'm a little disappointed. He only had one good moment, really.
Well,
Good.
he got a whole nother movie.
He got a whole universe.
A whole universe himself.
I get that, but it's like it's still Wolverine. It's like
no, you don't, because
he only had one good fight scene, and the other one he was destroyed by Magneto.
Good.
Darrell, you an avid Wolverine fan.
No, I don't think he had. I think he had a few more good fight scenes. The one when they were fighting the Celestial with Nightcrawler, when he was falling through the air, slicing them up.
That's the one good fight scene.
And then the one where he combined with him and Gambit combined in the first episode when they were fighting.
I have a problem with that one.
What's that?
Hold on. You know what, Darrell? Tell us what you think about the show, Darrell. Go ahead. That's the first question.
The show was amazing. That was a great series. They did a great job with the writing, with the art. It made me feel like there was a 97. I mean, a lot of the Easter eggs that was in it, even from other shows like
Spider-Man just showed up.
The Spider-Man, and the thing is, the Spider-Man one. I don't know if y'all caught that, but I don't know if y'all remember the end of Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
So the end of Spider-Man, he was looking for the real
MJ.
So does that mean that this is the real MJ? He did find her.
I don't know.
I had to. Yep.
Because this is after.
Yeah.
This would be after that Spider-Man. So he must have found the real
Spider-Man
MJ.
Are you talking about? The
90s 97. Yeah,
90s. The 90s Spider-Man. If you look at that ending, he went with was it Madam Web? I think
Madam
it was.
Web.
Madam Web.
He was traveling with Madam Web to find the real MJ. So, and that's how it ended. So nobody ever knew if he found him or not, found her or not. But he showed up with her in this series, which would have been chronologically after that.
Right.
So he must have found her.
Quick side note: why is Madam Web #1 on Netflix?
I have no idea.
Somebody explain that to me.
Who is watching that and why?
That movie ain't nowhere near #1 on.
But see, I think that's what it is. What happens is so many people they hear it's bad. They're like, let me find out for myself. And a million people do that. Now it's #1 on Netflix, and it's like, oh, let's make a #2 now. No,
yeah,
I'm calling it falsification.
Now, can I say something that might be controversial?
Ain't
you
nothing might about you.
Got
Brian.
on my nerves.
Who?
Charles Xavier.
Hey, I think this might, Brian. I would have to agree with you.
I never wanted to love Magneto as much
I
love Magneto in this series. Charles Xavier, when he came back,
and I didn't like his new voice.
Like you've been gone for half this series, and here you come showing up
to me,
want to change the world. Man, go back where you came from. Magneto got this.
What you mean Magneto got this? Everybody was about to die.
Like what does he have?
8 seconds away from the
Man, by that point, Magneto like, look, man, forget y'all, forget this trying to be good stuff, man.
He tried. That's the thing about Magneto, and what I loved about his character is his whole entire show. He literally tried. He literally tried Xavier's way. What happened? We thought he died. He's kidnapped this entire time, and then he's let go. And he's that whole enough.
Y'all give Magneto
that right there was cool.
He said enough, and he shut the whole magnetic
shut the whole earth down,
field down.
So, if I can interject real quick, we have another special guest that's joined
us
today.
Come on back, man.
Hey,
this young man, all the way from the city of Chicago, Illinois, I believe, or somewhere on the outskirts.
He's from Joliet.
He just preached in Chicago.
Oh, he just preached in Chicago. He is the interim president for the Illinois state. No, he's not interim. He's actually the president.
You just done demoted this man.
That's nasty.
I know. The president of ISJA, the one and only Brandon Travis.
Hey,
the actor extraordinaire. Recently in the play called The Rapture. If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
The stolen play.
Surprisingly, he plays a preacher.
Stolen play.
Where did he steal it from? The real
Brandon Travis.
Christ Temple Chicago was done in France.
The K Crusader.
He looks like he just got done preaching.
I just got done running from our service over here back home. So.
Yeah, I was at the service. I was like, all right, it's time to go. Certain statements were being made.
Our chat is wild. That's what all I want.
He was fighting dead shot.
If I didn't know him, I would, but you know, I ain't gonna say it. But it was like we gotta watch what we say.
Hey,
I don't know what they talking about, audience.
I came. I supported. I told my wife, I'm out.
For the uninitiated, there was a service that occurred in
I'm not
Joliet,
doing this,
Illinois. a certain preacher came to town, and the
that game.
Yeah.
Where you going?
Where you going? I didn't even finish the story.
Oh my god!
We can still see your name though.
Exactly.
Like completely gone.
Well, no, I mean a certain preacher came to town, and
he's been to many times.
He talked.
Shout out to that preacher.
Shout out to that preacher.
Why are we shouting out a no-name preacher? What's his name? Stop doing that. We don't sneak this on this channel. What's his name? Put it in the chat.
I'm sneak dissing. I literally told what happened. That's not even a diss. That's
the overseer of the greatest youth department in the world, the greatest organization.
Hey, he preached some good messages too.
Yeah.
Has he ever tuned in to Church Nerds?
He changed it. It ain't me.
You know, I think he did one time. At least.
I think he did.
I think he commented one time.
I won't say nothing as long as he tuned in.
I think he did. He supported.
Is it safe yet?
No. We should have the preacher on. Let's get.
We should.
We should.
I think he will be a good addition to the show.
I think he would.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He has great style.
I mean, I would consider him a friend.
Great style. Who said that?
Don't do that, Brian.
I didn't do nothing. I'm just asking who said he had great style.
Don't do that, Brian.
He has Fendi
what?
seats.
I'm just asking a question.
Fendi changed his camera tonight.
Amari.
Okay.
I'm sick of y'all. Can we talk back about X-Men 97, please?
Hey, I
know that y'all probably already covered y'all favorite moment
No, we were still talking about it.
Okay, all right.
So I mean, Darrell was complaining why Wolverine took a back seat.
Yeah. So no. But to finish that statement, the whole lining up of his claws should not have worked. He should have blew up. Wolverine should have blew up in that moment.
Oh, yeah, with Gambit.
When Gambit lit his, he should have actually blown up.
But adamantium is indestructible.
Well, apparently,
his flesh should have blown up.
But he has healing powers, though.
Okay, I get that, but at least show him blowing up and then healing.
He want Wolverine to blow up.
You want to see the Terminator walking around.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you're gonna put it out there, make it make sense. That don't work. Like all of a sudden he don't blow up. No.
But you said Magneto did, so apparently it's not indestructible, Travis.
What he did, but he's indestructible. I mean, he pulled his skeletal system out. I mean,
listen, we gonna
he pulled off of his bones didn't break.
He pulled his bones from his body.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to one of them moments because there's a lot of heavy moments that's in X-Men 97.
That was my favorite.
Can we get to the point where y'all keep giving Magneto grace and he don't deserve it?
He don't deserve it. I come against that.
I'm with you, Gabe. Honestly, I don't think Magneto.
That man backdoored Andre Boy, Uno Man. He backdoored him.
Wait. It's way too many disrespectful things you just said in that one sentence. First of all, pause. Let's pause real quick. Uno Man is diabolical. Because he clearly has spade cards. I would have been okay with Spade Man.
No, man, he did him hurt. You see how he took his woman like that?
He so did take Rogue.
Right.
She kind of left.
We know that.
We all know everybody loves
she left. She the only character on the anime who has a BBL.
You said what?
She went to Mexico to get a BBL.
She left.
Oh my Lord.
No, they know she left. The minute he came on the scene, he was eyeing her. Hey, come see me in my office real quick. We got some.
But think about it. That's
office hours.
I mean, Magneto. Most white women want to be with the boss.
Oh,
Magneto was
oh God! Here we go.
Andre,
let's talk about it.
Andre,
we can't talk about the speaker tonight. Let's talk about the
statements made by Dre do not reflect the statement.
My Lord.
But no, I agree with you, Gabe.
No,
he took his girl. That was wrong.
Good.
You said good.
Right.
Hey,
why would you applaud that?
It wasn't even.
That
means she wasn't even. She was always Magneto's girl.
Exactly. And he didn't take her. She left.
She already had an attraction to him because she was able to hold hands with him because of his magnetic powers. Right. That's why she had a connection with him. The reason why she couldn't be with Gambit was
Magneto was the main and Gambit was the side.
If she was willing to leave. If she was willing to leave, then.
But the good guys always get done wrong. We know that.
That's right, man.
Yeah,
everybody loves a bad boy.
Gambit gonna be back with a vengeance, though.
That's why America's the way it is now.
Look at
women love bad boys.
Listen, we're gonna talk about these moments now because
one of the main.
What did you say, Dre?
A lot of single moms because of that.
Oh my God. Anyway, listen. One of the main moments in X-Men 97.
Just let Gabe just change his name and turn his camera off.
Everybody knows Gabe Jordan. Gabe Jordan.
You gotta protect his master.
It ain't me. It's Gabe Jordan. Just FYI.
Listen,
you gotta protect his masters.
Norm, put Josh's comment up talking about
I'm protecting mine.
About when Gambit died.
This one here.
So he said, "Hey, they let Gambit die. It was a top tier. He was a top tier mutant, but Rogue did him dirty. He loved her, and yet she only wanted Magneto, and who was double her age.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Hey, Gambit will be back season 2 though. So
that's true.
He gonna be back with
that. They showed the flashback when Magneto was just getting done doing whatever he was doing.
They sure did.
He just went back in time. Well, that's too far here.
Hey, he said he been more than metal, huh?
Yes, he did.
He got the adamantium.
He said, I'm getting a whole lot of.
Lord Jesus.
Listen, that whole episode 5 on Genosha.
You can't trust redheads.
She's not a redhead.
Ain't she a brunette?
Silver in there.
No, she's a brunette with white.
She's brunette with white.
Jean is a
Oh,
redhead.
dang, I'm thinking about Jean. Jean wasn't all that. Never mind.
Why you keep making Gabe leave?
I'm just trying to.
He's got an internal struggle going on.
Yeah.
I saw little, yeah.
He be talking about my internet all the time. My internet been fine the whole night. What's been going on with your internet?
He must have
Now,
the spectrum.
Now, what are y'all? Okay, so we listen. 97 has so many moments. What would y'all say is the top moment of the show? And there was a lot of them. Now,
for me, it was Wolverine getting his spine ripped out. I mean,
yeah.
Why is that your favorite moment?
I mean, it was just it was an epic moment because you always see like Magneto never go that far. You know,
Dre, was that pause worthy?
That wasn't pause worthy.
That was
right about it. Because you never, they usually
it was the smile he gave after he said it.
Cartoons and people like that, go a certain way, make you think that they did something. But this was actually like he was at his end. That is
no, they wrote
Dre. He was rubbing his hands together. Yeah, I liked when Wolverine was getting his spine ripped out.
Y'all are wild. Like I said,
we on one today, boy.
Yeah.
We ain't seen y'all in a minute, man.
Hey, I was about to say, we got everybody on tonight, man.
That's very mischievous. Like that's your favorite part.
We haven't had everybody on at the same time in a minute. Anybody, Norm, what was your favorite moment of the show?
I would say if I had a lot of moments. I would say if I could pick one, the Wolverine moment was dope. I mean, when I would say Cyclops falling out the sky.
Oh, the first episode,
the superhero landing.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
Hey, can we applaud the writers for actually writing Cyclops the correct way?
Yes.
Yeah.
They didn't make him seem like a pushover. He's actually the leader. And that's why it's okay for me having Wolverine take a back seat, because in every X-Men adaptation, Wolverine is always the forefront. Especially because of the live action trilogy, because of Hugh Jackman and how big he made Wolverine. After that and how popular he made him, Wolverine is in everything. He's always in the front, even when the cartoons after the original X-Men. You got X-Men Origins and all that, and all the other. Logan was good, but still, it was.
I can't remember a time where Wolverine wasn't the lead, even in the cartoons, even before the movies.
Well, it started with the movies. He was not the lead.
He's not the series, the cartoons.
Yeah.
He's never been the lead.
Let's be honest. Wolverine carried Batman.
Really? So in the cartoons,
sorry, hold on.
It was always either Cyclops.
Wolverine carried Batman.
No, what I was going to say is Wolverine carried X-Men like Batman carried
Justice League.
all of the Justice League. And
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about
that. Batman carries DCU. Let's just be honest. Like Batman is Batman.
I wear the hat, but I can't go with you on that one.
Wait,
change up the hat. Don't you got a Superman hat too, don't you?
I do. I got a Flash hat somewhere here too.
But Brandon, how can you refute that statement even right now? Like Batman is literally
because to say that he carries DC would be to suggest that every standalone other hero doesn't have a story that could carry the DCU.
Mm-hmm.
So all of those heroes in the Justice League can stand alone by themselves. Of course, we've seen it with all these movies and cartoon adaptations and so on and so forth. It's not that Batman has to be in everything for DC to be good.
I mean, we're not saying that
I agree, Josh.
the other superheroes aren't good.
Not the new Batman. Yeah, I agree. The Edward guy from the Vampires.
I disagree. Actually,
well, you would disagree. You
Gabe loved that Batman.
The numbers also prove it.
Hey,
so.
you like him.
I mean,
so it's okay.
Most of everybody fell asleep in that movie.
Sleeping.
No, but to Brandon's point.
Wait, no, but the numbers prove it though. You're talking about.
The numbers prove that he's an actor that people like from another movie.
No, the numbers prove that the movie was good.
No,
Okay, wait. What movie are we talking about?
Wait.
We're talking about
Batman.
Can I say
Batman?
What's his name?
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. Can I say
guy.
one thing?
That was
Rogue did have red hair mixed with her gray and black.
Did she?
He wouldn't fact check. So.
Yeah.
Oh, he fact checked. Oh, okay.
Can't trust him. Go ahead.
But continuing, Wolverine was never the leader. It's always been Cyclops. Cyclops has always been the leader. But because of the X-Men live actions, they made Cyclops seem like a punk, and Wolverine was more of the forefront guy. That's what made
died
Wolverine
in the second movie, right? In the original, when they first started making the X-Men movie, he died. Was it X2?
It was X2.
He died at the lake. Gene killed him, or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Josh. Going back to Josh's comment that Norm just posted, I'm gonna let Gabe argue that because his point is very hilarious.
He says the new Batman was
Wait,
emo?
what point is very hilarious?
Look, post it again, Norm. Post Josh's comment again.
The new Batman was emo.
What do you have to say to that, Gabe?
What I have to say is 134 million.
Oh,
There you go.
Opening weekend.
Bro,
That's
people
all I
was
have to
excited to see Batman.
They wanted to see
That's all I have
that
to
guy
say.
as Batman.
Hey, if the movie really sucked,
The name carried the
people
movie.
wouldn't went to go see it like
No.
that.
That's not true.
The
What
name
you mean?
carried the movie.
People went to go see it for the
That's
actor.
Gabe, let's be real. The name
Oh,
carried
nah,
the
man.
movie. When they heard,
The name-
when they seen Batman, they thought about really Christian Bale. They didn't think about Edward.
Okay,
Scissorhands.
and Paul Rudd Paul Rudd is a great name. Ant-Man didn't do as good. It flopped. Like what? Why do we keep? Come on, like.
But
yo,
Ant-Man was
you
already
like
no.
You compare Ant-Man to Batman.
Ant-Man was already in
Wow.
the cinematic universe in different movies, so they already knew what they was getting.
They already knew what they was getting themselves
But this was
into.
the first time that guy
What?
had played Batman. Come on, he was in Civil
Wait.
War.
So
What are
you're
talking
saying
about?
the reason they flopped is because they already knew what they were
No,
getting?
the
with
reason they flopped
Ant-Man,
because it
even
was-
though
because
they
it was-
killed at the box office the first two movies of Ant-Man.
The reason Ant-Man flopped because it was written horrible and terrible. That's why it flopped. But
And then Paul Rudd
That's
isn't
the
as a he's not as high an actor as
Robert Pattinson is.
Robert Pattinson is.
He's not.
Robert Pattinson will pull in,
it's
even
okay.
though- every
It's
excuse
okay,
in the
Gabe.
book.
We found out your new poster that
Y'all
you got
give-
posted on
They
your
should have
wall.
put
Yeah, I
Robert
know.
Pattinson.
You got
should've
Robert
put-
Pattinson right next to
No,
Ty
I
Tribbett.
just like
You
the movie.
understand?
I thought it was.
They should have put Robert Pattinson and Morbius.
Oh, I don't know what he said, but
You said it more.
Facts is facts. Y'all lie. People lie. Numbers
Oh,
don't.
wow.
My
Numbers
God.
don't.
I can't argue
The
with that.
numbers
You're
say
right, Gabe.
liars.
Numbers don't lie.
But Gabe,
The numbers
reason
say
people-
otherwise, Brandon.
But you
That's
know
all
the
I'm saying.
reason
Old-
people
old
went to go
friend,
see that
numbers
movie.
do lie in the
So-
wrong
Did
So-
you like
so-
that movie, Gabe? That's the question. Did you like that movie?
because numbers can
Absolutely.
be skewed.
That's why they were cleared for a second
The
one.
only good thing about that movie was Catwoman. She
Jade,
carried
I
that
hope you
movie.
listening.
Can I
First of all,
No, I'm just saying because
That's
you saying
diabolical.
you saying numbers. You saying numbers. No,
Look,
you
Josh-
said
and
numbers
Josh said
don't
it-
lie.
Josh said in the comments it was Twilight 2.0.
Right,
Come on,
Gabe.
somebody.
I
Oh,
tell
wow.
y'all a secret? I didn't even see the movie.
I didn't watch it either.
I mean, yeah,
Are you serious?
y'all gonna go to sleep if
Wait,
y'all watch
wait,
that
wait.
movie.
I
Two of
watched
the
bits and
main
pieces
people
of it.
arguing against the movie didn't even see the movie?
Hey, I saw it and it
I
wasn't
watched
great.
bits and
I heard
pieces.
enough.
No. I don't want to.
I watched it too on an airplane. I fell asleep.
Thank you.
I'm
It's
gonna be honest. I mean,
sleepable-
I had to go watch it again when I landed where I went to land it, and I mean, it wasn't. It
It
wasn't.
sounds like the movie was so bad that I need to go watch it. So I'm going
It wasn't like it wasn't complete trash.
like Brian, if you don't want to take like if you tired but you can't sleep but you don't want to take any,
Brian,
like
he likes
supplement, just
Morbius.
watch.
Keep that
the
in
Batman.
mind.
He likes
He
Morbius.
likes
Okay.
Morbius.
Okay.
I would just say this: whatever
First of
TV you
all-
or
first of all,
whatever medium you watch
you're
it
not
on,
gonna
turn
do
the
that.
brightness up a lot because it's
You're not
really
gonna do
dark.
that.
It's really dark.
Okay, so
that is
Brandon.
an issue.
It's
It's
really,
really
really
dark.
So Brandon, what didn't you like? Oh no, I can't ask you. Never mind. Darrell,
Here you go. Here you go.
Darrell, what didn't you like about
There's
the
Joe.
movie?
This your president saying this.
What's up, Joe?
It
It wasn't terrible. See, anytime somebody starts a statement, it wasn't terrible. That means it was bad. Like it's like somebody said, "No offense." They gotta say something offensive next. So it's like it wasn't.
This is the gap
between horrible, really ugly, but you know,
it wasn't terrible, but it was really dark. Like I'm
was
not
dark.
hearing. No, but I'm not hearing any valid points.
You're not hearing it was good.
Wasn't good.
That's what you're not hearing. It wasn't good. You're not hearing.
Brandon, you didn't watch it. I don't want to. You have on a Batman hat and didn't watch the movie.
But Joe Henry just told you it wasn't good. So I mean,
Brandon.
I agree with Josh. But don't put it up because Drake's gonna have a connection.
Because Drake gonna have a whole fit.
I'm telling you, man. Like, let's be honest. I mean, the pacing of the movie was awful. I mean,
Brandon, what was your favorite part of the movie?
Zoe calling Batman Vengeance was so like, look,
the action
Zoe,
was horrible for me.
AKA
for a Batman
Catwoman calling Edward, what was his name, Robert Pattinson Vengeance was the most cringiest thing ever. I mean,
I'm a true Batman fan. We don't watch that garbage. All right.
the camera shots were so random. It was like I was trying to stay up for it, but it was all over the place. It was like, I don't know, Gabe. Maybe you want to be. Maybe you want to be the vigilante.
Y'all talking about the color of the movie? You talking about?
Well, it was pretty much red and black the whole movie.
It's Gotham. It ain't supposed to be sunshine.
Have you watched the show Gotham? Very light city. Have you watched?
It's like New York.
Daredevil.
You expecting palm trees in Gotham? It's supposed to be dark.
No, have you watched the show
It has
Gotham?
dark undertones, but that was way out of the box there.
It's Gotham City.
I think for me it was
place on Earth.
Yeah, and the action was horrible. For me, the action was horrible for a Batman movie.
It was a crime thriller. It reminded me of the Zodiac.
It was a crime thriller. Like if you like a detective movie, it was a good detective movie.
It reminded me of a Seven in Zodiac.
Batman.
Like it was a crime thriller.
A good detective movie.
But it wasn't Batman.
Be the greatest detective of all time.
But that's not the only thing that's around Batman, though.
In what world, though?
He's the greatest detective of all time.
All right, so here's what critics are saying about the Batman movie from 2022.
I have to, excuse me, Gabe. You made a very interesting statement. Batman is not the greatest detective of all time. That's not
Sherlock
true.
Holmes.
He's been called the world's greatest detective,
right?
The greatest detective of all time.
That's Sherlock Holmes.
That's Sherlock Holmes.
For real.
Yes. So
Sherlock Holmes was a better movie than the Batman. Like, let's be for real. Like, God, dog.
Go ahead, Brian. What do critics say?
The 2002 Batman movie lacked innovation. Huh? I mean, sorry, 2022.
Oh, okay.
2022 Batman movie lacked innovation. While a dark and gritty atmosphere was praised, some critics felt that the film didn't offer enough fresh elements compared to previous Batman movies. Certainly not the best Batman movie amongst the series.
So we're reading
Riddler's motivations.
We're reading people that critique movies.
Wait, so it's their job to criticize, guys. We do know that, right?
Riddler's motivation. Some reviewers found Riddler's villainous plan to be underwhelming.
Is he reading reviews?
He is.
Yes, he is.
He's reading.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Excessive runtime. The movie's near 3-hour runtime was a major point of contention. Some critics felt the pacing dragged and the story could have been told more concisely. I ain't seen the movie, but this is enough for me.
That was Catwoman.
It's worth watching at least once.
It's worth watching at least once.
At least one time.
Yeah, the one time is good.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Joe talking blasphemy again. I'm sorry, Joe.
It was
not
better.
Wow, no,
I can't say that.
No.
I can't say that.
Sorry,
I
love you, Joe, but no.
You tripping?
Joe.
I love Joe.
Do not make Gabe feel better.
No, I love
what he's
Joe.
saying at all.
But his comments like that,
it must be a mission.
It makes me I can't take y'all seriously.
Oh, Joe.
We're talking about Batman, the 2022 Batman.
The Batman.
We're supposed to be talking about X-Men 97.
Worldwide box office.
Y'all know we'll never stay on topic.
That just means that Patterson can draw a crowd.
That's all that means. That's all that means.
That means he can draw all the females who loved him in Twilight.
And up to that, and check this out. Up to that point, Twilight was just pretty much his major, whatever. What other movies outside was he major in?
Edward Scissorhands.
No,
that was Johnny Depp.
That's Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
What?
And the only other film that he was in that he played somewhat of a big part was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. He wasn't even the main character in there.
Here's to my point. So everybody was all hyped up on. Listen, everybody's all hyped up on the Twilight thing. So now he gets a big movie. Like Batman is a big name. All right. So of course,
the Twilight thing. It's been 10 years.
Listen,
what are we talking about?
That's all he had, though. Is what I'm saying, Gabe.
So yeah, and all those teens.
Let me finish. Can I finish?
All those teens got money now.
I know you're making up for all your missed shows, but let me get away. I'm saying he was big in Twilight. So yes, he got a following, he got a crowd to follow him. So now attach his name to a Batman movie, which is even probably bigger than Twilight's, got a bigger fan base and everything else. Of course, they're gonna go see in how he acts, see what he does, and people that just love him gonna go see the movie, whether they like Batman or not.
And then people who like Batman, I'm like, let me just see how this is.
Right.
That's the only reason I saw it. It was like, all right, let me see. I'm gonna give it a shot.
So that's valid. But you think just a good following would equate? That would be the sole reason.
Yeah, have you heard of the Beehive?
Sold 765 million.
You heard me? Yeah, you ever heard of the Beehive?
Once again, Gabe, the name
people crazy out here, man. They follow people like
that's true.
I'm just saying.
Man. I keep telling you
maybe people who went to go see it is because they continue to hear that it was a great movie.
No,
just like the masses said. Other than it was, there was more people than not saying it was a great movie.
I ain't never seen so many.
Other than those critics.
Thank you, Josh. Right look at what Josh said.
Comment right there, Gabe.
People love Denzel, but people exactly.
Is Denzel selling 765 mil?
We talking about in his prime now.
Robert is not doing that. That's Batman. That's the Batman.
That is the brand. The brand.
Y'all just said it was Robert Pattinson's following.
He added to it.
That equated.
At the end of the day,
because it's Batman.
At the end of the day, it should have never been made. That's all I got to say about
from
that.
From a female standpoint, yes. His female following went to go see the movie with their boyfriends, but the boyfriends was. It's an understatement of how upset we were with that. I knew it was gonna be emo and terrible from the start. I said, "Ain't no way he jumped from Twilight for Batman." It's just not gonna work out. I gave it a chance, and for a majority of the movie, people was texting, walking out, taking calls. It looked like it looked like one of those
fall asleep waking up because you was in Detroit.
It's one of those services that you really don't want to be at, but you have to go to.
That's what you're not gonna do. Not gonna do.
Everybody, y'all too much. I'm just playing.
Detroit stand.
Now, let me go to the first point because I want to land on that. Y'all said literally because Robert Pattinson has a cult-like following. That's why it equated to the number.
Wait. Nobody said cult now.
Nobody said that. You add words. You act like Google now.
He has a following.
And that's why the numbers swell. So my question was, how come Denzel Washington, who is more popular than him, is not pulling those numbers on a consistent basis?
Because a lot of white people don't really like Denzel Washington.
And then
let's be for real.
The audience that he pulls.
The Batman, most of their fan base is white people.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like, let's be honest. Once you get white people going, and I love white people. This ain't nothing got to do with nothing ethnicity, cultural appropriation, but it's just a different character balance. Like, people go see Tom Cruise just because his name is in it.
So did any of the other DC movies pull those numbers?
Batman
vs. Batman. Yep, that did.
It surpassed it, actually.
Look at his face, y'all.
I'm talking about another.
He's like, oh no, gotta pivot.
Another standalone movie.
The Dark Knight Rises surpassed it too.
Okay.
It's in the franchise, all right.
I mean, you asked the question.
These are all great movies. These are all great movies.
Yeah, we been down this road when you just trying to come up for air.
Yeah, like with the women preachers thing, you know.
So about X-Men 97.
X-Men 97. Yeah.
We'll have a whole.
We get that.
Listen,
So the Batman is bad.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a bad movie.
It wasn't a good movie. It was not a good movie.
Like Joe said, it wasn't horrible.
It's not terrible. It's not terrible, but
he said Michael Keaton's the worst Batman.
Wait.
Well, yeah, now hold on. He didn't lose a little bit of credibility with that one. Now you can't say Michael Keaton.
No, Joe. This is
Joe.
gay being gay.
Joe, I feel like Drake right now. Is this a 20v1?
No, it's a
like us.
20v1?
Not like us.
You can call Joe on your cell phone. How about that?
Hey, I just want to say, shout out Pastor RJ McKeown. He's watching with us. We got to get him on. He's a big Superman fan, so we definitely got to get him on, man.
Oh yeah, we can get him on next month.
I don't know if Batman gonna be happy with that.
I'll switch hats for that show. It's all right.
Now, so since we took 20 minutes of our time arguing what was the best Batman film.
I don't know how
Gabe was arguing.
Anyway.
He was trying to make a point that was
No. I didn't say it was the best. I just said it was great. I thought it was great.
No. You trying to
I didn't say it was the best.
All this
He's already backpedaling, guys. What a politician. I'm gonna name your politician name.
Now,
next week you'll be like, I didn't say it was the best, but it was good. You know,
right.
Play back the footage.
Pretty soon it's gonna be okay. It was okay.
No.
Okay, so
Batman was great, but the Dark
Superman
Knight
is better than Batman. Man.
Hey, we gonna have to get Josh on, but we gonna have to get my brother-in-law on here for that episode.
What did he say? I almost said something.
Do you
you about to
You know what?
I don't disagree with Josh's
I don't disagree with him either. Superman is better than Batman.
That's blasphemy. That's blasphemy.
Yes, Superman is better than Batman.
Why is that making it better?
By far,
everything. His character, his
come on, man.
America.
We not gonna do this.
Do you see the credibility of the people I'm battling right now? America.
You said America?
America going Bernie Mac on us.
Going Bernie Mac
out to America now.
Joe
Biden.
Now,
Joe Biden.
All right, now listen,
we'll
get into a Superman Batman debate at another time. We'll have to have
disrespect Goku. Goku ain't even saying nothing. You want to disrespect him.
America.
La Marie.
Hey, go.
That's a whole discussion by itself.
Goku spent two episodes trying to get that spirit bomb together on planet.
So
that was the funniest thing ever, bro.
America.
So since we took both our time, listen. Since we talk about X-Men 97, we'll talk about Superman, Batman debate, all that, Goku, Superman, all that later. That's at a different time. We'll have to have some guests on for that.
Goku whoop Superman, but go ahead.
But
you out your mind.
Lord, here we go.
Really
Starting to fight.
Goku will whoop the mess out of all of them.
You see what he did to One Punch
Man? You see what he did to One Punch Man?
Whatever.
Come on.
Hey, Goku with the tail will be
I'm sick of y'all.
Superman, bro.
Ozaru.
What do y'all think?
Do y'all arrived as a baby will beat Superman?
Oh my God!
Jay's trying to reel us in here, people.
I'm trying to reel. I'm audience again. Congregation.
Superman in the dark.
Wait, Jay. Why do you have? Why do you have remember it by your name? Is that for your name or your Cash App?
No, remember it.
What?
Something ain't right.
Oh, outside.
Ain't trash.
Trying to get paid. I thought this was a show. This ain't a one-man show. I thought.
We went all off the rails.
No. Since
this is what you get with the church nerds.
Since Dre is throwing me under the bus, he didn't finish X-Men 97, y'all. So he's been chat GPT. Exactly. Payback sucks, don't it? So Remember It is from episode 5. Remember It is the saying that Gambit said before he died, before he made a heroic sacrifice.
I'm gonna watch it this week, I promise.
That's the name of the episode, and that was the last thing Gambit said before
the last
died.
episode that aired though. Before we,
oh yeah,
I don't know where you're going, but
no, we're going. So the last episode, and if y'all don't know, we in our group chat, Pastor B has been saying,
my name is En Salvador.
The last episode, by far, I think is a 10 out of 10. The whole dynamic between Professor X and Magneto. You know, that whole mind fight that they had going on.
But Jay, how do we get to the last episode without talking about Magneto's enough?
Man, listen, that.
Well, let's talk about when he almost killed everybody.
That whole episode.
So this is spoiler review. So if everybody that watched X-Men 97. So what happened? So if you watch episode 5 of Genosha, Magneto made a hit. We thought he died. Because it was a heroic sacrifice because he was protecting, first of all, when he told man, he said, I want to yeah. So when Magneto was protecting those mutants and he told Leech, don't be afraid with we thought it was over.
Yeah.
We thought y'all killed 2 major characters off. Y'all killed Gambit and then Magneto. 2 people that Rogue loved, by the way. So she's having a whole fit herself.
No,
right?
One person that Rogue loved.
He's a harlot. He's a harlot.
He has some love for Gambit. Come on.
He has love for Gambit.
He has some love for Gambit.
So okay,
I got love for my dog.
Gambit was a simp. See, unfortunately, Gambit was a simp. You got this woman. You can't touch.
Don't disrespect Gambit like that. He was a good guy.
He was a good guy, man. Gambit was a simp.
You know, good guys always get the
let Magneto take his woman, and he still stayed drinking.
This man cooking for her and everything. And can you touch her on the hand?
I could have swore he said, "I'll be here when you come to your senses."
Come on, we gotta get back to what Jay said.
Gambit said, "I'll be here when you come back."
He not lying. He did technically. That is what he said. Now, but
notice when they done getting ran through, they always come back.
Well,
Gambit was going to allow it.
Take him out. Take him out. Take him out. He is on punishment for the rest of this episode. So leading up,
Gambit watched Rogue float in the air.
Yes, he did.
With Magneto touching his hand, something he couldn't do, and still said, "I'll be here when you get back." If that ain't simp activity, bro, I don't know what it is.
It is totally simptastic.
That's giving 40-year-old virgin vibes. Yeah,
I can't defend that one.
Yeah. But leading up to Magneto's enough, especially the way he said it with a tear coming down his eye.
I loved it.
We thought Magneto was dead through what, like 4 episodes?
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of, I think it was episode 6, he is kidnapped like a prisoner. Remember, Magneto was in a concentration camp.
Right.
He has a number on his arm. Mm-hmm. So this is bringing back trauma to him, okay? Yep. By the villain who snuck his way. Bastion. Mm-hmm. First of all, which a great villain, by the way.
Yeah, great villain, Bastion.
Great villain. Mm-hmm. It could have went a whole different way with Bastion if Professor X, who Pastor B can't stand.
That's if his mama didn't shut the door.
That's if his mama didn't shut the door. Yeah. It would have been a whole different story. All right, but
Professor
Magneto
X remind you of Brian.
Oh,
in your real life.
I don't know. It's like,
but let's talk about that mind battle though.
That was nice too.
But here's what I thought too, and I know they weren't saying it, but I was thinking that Professor X shattered Magneto's mind on purpose. I know it didn't write it like that or see it like, but to me, it felt like that was the only way he could do it.
Let's keep it real. Professor X stood on business.
No, he didn't.
Hey, first of all, Jabe, you ain't gonna disrespect.
No, he didn't.
X. Like, no, Brian, don't feed into that. He's disrespecting Professor X.
He was a coward.
He can't stand up.
Coward.
He stood on business, Brian.
He's a coward.
He come out of nowhere. And all of a sudden, you want to come back like you the savior of the day. You ain't saving nothing. You been gone the whole episode.
He could have stayed away though.
He should have.
Y'all still not catching.
Shoulda and woulda is 2 different things.
Am I too late? Am I too late? Yeah, you too late.
Nah,
well, he couldn't run, Brian. Come on, he couldn't.
Okay, so if I could ask a question though, because this is just something.
A wheelchair can only go so fast.
So Magneto decides to go to the North Pole and shut everything off, right? Because, and we're saying he's doing that because of what happened to Genosha, right? Now we come to find out Genosha was just one man's assault against them, which was Bastion. So Magneto decides to punish the entire world and say the humans don't like treat me right, when in reality it was just one man who did this.
I guess for Magneto though, it's just like it's one more man.
Exactly. Because
it's still one man.
Humans have been trying to attack mutants that entire series.
But it's still one man.
But see,
and then he brought back the Sentinels, which was made by a man. So
Magneto just needed one excuse to empty the clip.
No. He had
that's all he needed. He needed one excuse.
Magneto been dealing with this type of thing since
Magneto needs to go to Inyana Van Sant and get his problem fixed.
He needs to be healed. I give you that. He needs to be healed. He got some heartbreak. He got some stuff but
now we're blaming trauma. I can't do this.
Blaming it. It's evident.
It's evident. He got some trauma.
He got a lot of trauma.
His motives are moved by his past.
Most villains got trauma.
Right.
But like we said, but think about it. Like Norm said, it took this one instance for him to shut. He easily could have killed all those leaders in episode 2 when they took Storm's powers.
Yeah.
He easily, but he tried.
He was trying.
And y'all can't say that he wasn't trying this entire series.
Somebody said the Avengers was no help. They sure wasn't. They was
nowhere to be found.
Captain America was standing around with the president. Like,
I know.
Even Iron Man, like, I'm down here in the shelter. I'm behind. Like what?
Hey, Darrell, he still had his suit on.
Right, he had the suit on.
It was like,
Humans for Humanity, bro. That's a crazy organization right there because they just hated mutants.
Well, they were friends of humanity. They won't be friends.
Nah, the way they was trying.
Well, Magneto did go overboard though. He did go overboard. He did.
I think he did what was necessary.
To kill the whole planet.
I think that
he did what was necessary to cause them to.
That's the definition of overboard.
On the issue
to destroy everyone.
Put Tab's comment up. She has a thing. Yeah, she said. It did assume that it was humans who did that to Genosha. So it's odd that he shut things down because of what Bastion did. I thought he was going to kill some people who he used his powers on the planet, but like he did in the comments.
I'm with you on that, Tab, except for the fact that he was imprisoned by Bastion.
Yeah.
So he couldn't assume it was humans. It was one man.
No, I don't agree with that.
Wait. And then who set him free? A human.
Who said in her speech that he was right.
This conversation is just like the church hurt conversation.
But let's be honest.
Somebody got hurt in church. And who brings you back to the church? Someone from the church. It's not hurt by the church. It's not hurt because somebody from the church brought you back.
Gene said
Let's keep it real, Brian. Magneto wanted an excuse.
He did.
To empty the clip on a human. A human set him free.
Oh Lord.
So yeah, I'ma still kill y'all.
I just can't with y'all.
But I think he just realized, like, look, that it's never gonna be peaceful.
At the end of the day, Magneto was right.
I agree.
He was not right.
Trippin was right and Magneto was right.
But then too,
just for one night though.
But then too, though, he's kind of not wrong because the humans enacted the Magneto protocol and shot rockets at.
So
I mean,
they didn't even give the mutants a chance to save the day. They was like,
I don't care what y'all say. Them humans was been trying to take them mutants out.
They were trying to take them out.
Humanity.
They had protocols.
They did.
At the end of the day, Gene brought the Phoenix to save the day. Phoenix returned.
Which was obvious. That was obvious. That was the one thing that was very obvious. It's like whenever Jean drowns,
the
Phoenix is going to save her.
Yeah.
So All right, so the other big thing about this show, obviously with the characters and bringing Cable in and everything, was the fight sequences. The animation fight sequences were great. Yeah, I loved when Wolverine and Nightcrawler were fighting the Sentinels.
Yeah,
and that whole dynamic of seeing Nightcrawler, his teleportation to another, it was insane. I've always loved Nightcrawler.
I think that was my favorite episode. Was that 7?
That was 7, I believe. Yeah,
I saw that whole that was 8. I saw that whole episode on TikTok.
just give them Disney and watch the whole thing.
And to Tab's
point. Yeah,
why he wanted to kill humans, because Bastion was infecting all the humans. So that's how he stopped Bastion.
Oh man, what?
Join his cause.
I agree with that.
All right, I give up.
So definitely the fight. I told Norm in pre-lobby, I said X-Men 97, it definitely gave anime type vibes of how the fighting style and the animation style, when the sequences and stuff,
very well,
very well done. I hope so. Here's the thing about X-Men 97. So we know season 1 was great, but we've seen this from the past. When it comes to next seasons, sometimes it starts dwindling down. It's not as hype. So how do you guys think that they keep it at a high level?
They're gonna make it all about Wolverine.
No, that's not.
I mean, I think they already got it set up wonderfully. I mean, of course,
you said how are they gonna keep it?
They already got it set up. Like they already got Gambit set up to be, one of the Horsemen of Death.
Right. Yeah.
I think they're going straight to Apocalypse War.
Yeah, it's going to be Apocalypse.
Yeah.
So that's the most part. To show them in the past. Back. Yeah, Gambit's going to be back as one of the 4 Horsemen.
Lord, he carried
now. Do you think now? Oh, let me try to get my question. So, do you guys think it'll still be up there even after they fired the showrunner? Because he had already made season 1 and season 2, but they let him. We still don't know the reason why they let him go.
Well, he's the one that. We see what happened when James Gunn left MCU.
That is true.
Well, I'm just having hope that they saw what was going on. I mean, he set them up nice. Like Tabitha said, they got the whole thing going on with the Summers family. Mm-hmm. With Jean and Nathan in the future. Mm-hmm. You got Apocalypse in the past, Apocalypse in the present. So it's like they're set to have
a potential multiverse kind of thing that they could potentially.
No, they don't need no more multiverse stuff, man.
But they could.
They don't need to. They just need to follow the original story.
They don't need to, but they could. It's in it's
Robinson's popcorn in the building.
So there.
And then they got they got to set up the current X-Men. Like if you saw them on the wall, you got Iceman and Colossus and all these other characters that we haven't seen yet, at least in the 97 universe, to where they potentially could now show as a current X-Men. So I mean, they're set up to have some great storylines.
Yeah, but we have to remember. I suspect you're gonna do the other 3 missing ones as Horsemen too. Like because Morph was missing, Storm was missing, and Wolverine was missing, and we know in the comics that's how Wolverine got his adamantium back.
Yeah.
So. But we gotta remember though. I still think that multiverse thing could be a possibility because Kevin Feige said this is still, even though it's animation,
it's canon.
They're still lumping this in with the multiverse saga.
I
disagree with people who are sick of the multiverse. This is the first time I'm gonna agree with Gabe tonight. Probably won't happen again. So
hey, I won, baby. I got Brian agree with me.
Man. Yeah, no, I personally like the whole multiverse. Like watching this stuff jump around.
Deadpool is gonna be playing off of it when it comes out.
I like it.
Yeah, that's how you know it's tired. It's satire now.
Yeah, it's satire.
Very satire.
But they've already hinted at the multiverse, so it's already part of it. Yeah. Like Tabitha said, they already brought up the whole point of fixed points that no matter what Cable was doing, no matter how many times he tried to stop Genosha, It happened.
It happened.
He never could get back in time. Like, so whenever if he went further back, Genosha moved. And it was like he never made it. So it's like they already bring up that sort of multi-universal things, and like they brought up in Spider-Man, the canon events.
Yeah.
Well,
they have to happen.
Time travel is a little different than multiversal travel. Because you can be in two different verses at the same time, but time travel means you're going back outside.
But if you mess up in time travel, it branches off more multiverses.
It creates more branches.
I understand that, but it's still a little different.
I'm not looking forward to Fabulous 4.
Fantastic Four?
Yes, no, Fabulous 4. Because
I ain't gonna lie.
Silver Surfer is a woman.
That Marvel is in a good spot right now.
I wouldn't say a good spot, but they're in a better spot.
They're in a better spot.
They're climbing from where they once were.
Their last couple.
What
anticipation has been built off of
their
their last
couple? What you about to say? What last couple movies?
I said off of their last couple projects. I'm not saying anticipation has been built with, especially with the revealing of X-Men finally coming and being a part of the MCU after Marvel.
Norman, can you post Brian's comment again so Gabe can see it?
With this one here?
Yeah.
Multiverse.
So what Spider-Man flopped?
Which one he talking about? Not No Way Home.
I hope he ain't talking about No Way Home.
Hold on.
He done double down on it now.
I fell asleep on the last Spider-Man. Huh?
See? What? America. This is what I'm talking about.
What are we talking about?
Hey, I'm with you, Gabe. Speak to America.
Brian,
Brian,
defend yourself.
No Way Home.
Hold on. You could wait.
The
this
best
speaks
one-
that was Rachel.
That was Rachel.
That was Rachel Summers. Yes, Tab. I
don't even think Benjamin's comic deserves a response.
Oh, we got it.
Hey, that's a potential sponsor.
Yeah, that's
man. Don't do that.
Brian,
Robinson.
defend
You
yourself.
tripping, man.
Defend yourself, Brian.
Defend yourself.
Brian, I agree with you. Defend yourself.
What?
Yeah, he talking about the last one. He
Last
talking about the last
Spider-Man
one
one,
because
I mean, I guess, hey,
Wait,
All
say
right.
what you about to say?
What'd you say, Norm?
no, I mean, obviously he thought.
I
He
was-
thought he flopped. He thought Spider-Man No Way Home flopped. That's what he did.
It flopped.
This is what the man said, man. What you want?
If $1 billion is a flop, then I don't know. I don't know.
Said. I mean, if he went to the movie and he fell asleep, then
This enhances my point on the
Sony
Batman.
gonna give
Oh,
up?
no,
We're not going back to that. We're not going back there. We're not going back there.
And this is why I agree
back
with you,
there.
Brian. This is why I agree with you because he's taking it back to the Batman again.
Yeah,
It's so obvious.
This is proof about America.
I'm not.
We're going to America.
First of all, last question of the night.
That's the global box office. Man.
Last question of the night.
A long storyline. You watch Hallmark.
You don't like because of storyline. Okay.
Last question of the night.
Uh-huh.
So since we watched X-Men 97, man, who was your favorite character from the show?
Gambit.
Magneto.
Wolverine.
Only do the sacrifices though.
Magneto.
I like Morph, dude.
Morph
Morph was awesome.
Hey, he brought in Morph was there
in that fight. That was cool.
Morph was there just to be an Easter egg.
I don't care.
Morph was the biggest Easter egg in the whole show. Like,
we became the Hulk, man. I was like,
First of all,
that was cold.
People don't realize how strong Morph is. He not only like morphs into these other but he gains their powers as well. So people don't realize how powerful Morph is.
I wonder how many times he morphed into Jean just to mess with Wolverine.
Okay.
Pause.
Yes, Cameo City.
This is crazy. Or
that was the only thing. Now that was the only thing about Morph, though. It's like, all right, like let's calm this down a little bit. Like you know, his thing for Wolverine is like, okay.
Did he ever morph into?
No, but did you guys find that weird though?
It was very weird. It was ready.
Did he ever morph into Rogue?
No,
not on the show.
That would have been weird.
Let's ask Magneto.
So he's like Mystique.
To ask Magneto.
Sort of, but Mystique doesn't gain their powers though. She just gains the way they look.
Yeah,
the way they look.
No, she does gain their powers.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, when she turned into Wolverine, She got his adamantium claws.
When did this happen, sir?
When? What are you talking
In
about?
the movie.
Oh, the movie? No, she did not get his claws, man.
Yes, she did. Yes, he
what
did.
movie are
in
you
the first
talking
one
about?
when they
He talking about X-Men in the 90s, the Fox X-Men movies. She did not get his
when
power.
Rogue went up on the Statue of
I'm
Liberty.
talking about in the movie.
In the movie when she pretended to be Wolverine.
Yes,
didn't get
she
his
got
claws.
his claws.
But hold on. That's one thing though. His claws aren't. I mean,
his
I
claws
guess they.
His claws are bone covered adamantium.
Yeah,
he didn't get his claws.
She got claws.
Do we have to sit and watch the movie again?
Yes, we do because you're wrong.
Pull up the scene.
Wait, so she didn't have his claws.
No, I don't think
she didn't have his claws.
No,
I haven't seen that one in so long. I can't say.
She just kicked him right in that scene. She kicked it like a backflip or something. Kicked him in the.
Yo, go back and fact check because if Gabe is right, he is not gonna let us live this down.
Norman's doing it now.
You better believe it.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna put it up.
And watch this.
She did use the claws.
She did use the claws.
No, my statement was that she got claws. Yes, she was able to mimic how they looked.
Right, but they weren't real claws.
They weren't real.
They weren't real claws.
No, they weren't adamantium claws.
If she would have tried to slice something, it would have broke.
Like paper.
This is crazy.
It's not crazy.
Wait. So the claws that she
and the claws are not his powers. On top of all that,
we can just say it wasn't real adamantium claws.
Hey, put Ben's comment up.
Yeah, they were.
Gabe read that NIV. And Logan and like Tab said, Logan cut her claws. They weren't real.
Yeah, they were not real adamantium. Yeah. So they were like just
I'm glad we got a fact checking congregation.
Thank you, congregation.
This makes Gabe just a little more quiet.
It's okay, Gabe. I mean, I'm wrong sometimes too.
But no, like Tabitha said, his powers aren't really even his claws. Like the claws come out, but he's only able to use them because of his healing factor. Yeah. He's like his healing factor is really truly like his power. Like the adamantium, not even his power.
They're kind of like just covered.
Yeah, they're just his bones covered in metal.
He's just immortal. That's it. He's just adamantium immortal. Okay. So his claws isn't his power.
No.
Well.
They are a power.
They are in extinction.
That makes no sense.
They are his power, just like Sabretooth's claws are his. They're an extension. He can extend his bones.
So what is his power? Immortality?
Healing. He's got healing power.
Yeah, his claws aren't his power, Drake.
Is he healing himself or is he healing other people?
He's healing himself.
Okay. Y'all not making sense still. His power is his claws. I mean, I get
he's got more than one
claws are his weapon.
Yeah. He can extend his
That's
bones.
His power then. What are y'all talking about?
His brain is not his power.
What? It's
Drake. Okay, it's an ability, it's not a power. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Why y'all feeding it to this man?
Gabe.
I'm sorry. This is crazy,
Gabe is known for his. Sorry, Jesus, y'all got me tongue.
Hey,
Wolverine is known for his claws and his immortality.
It's not his powers because it's not his power.
That is his power.
Because Mystique mimicked them, and if she did it, she can't mimic powers, so it can't be his power, Dre. So that's why.
No, that's not what Norm said. That's not what Norm said.
That's not his power.
She can mimic herself to look like other people.
Tabitha and
Did
Brian,
she grow claws?
Even what's attached to other people.
Did she grow claws?
She can mimic whatever is attached to you.
She did not grow.
Did she grow claws?
No, she didn't. It was mimicry.
She didn't grow claws.
They weren't grown. No, her bones.
Well, that stuff that they was fighting up against. That was just his imagination.
Her bones did not come out of her hand.
Then what did he hit up again? What did he cut off? Then?
I'm not. I get. I know. I
what
don't
did he
get
cut
what y'all
off?
saying.
If
they came out,
he said a manifestation.
yeah.
No, hey, Jay. She spoke them into existence. That's what happened. She declared.
I gotta find that clip.
They wasn't real claws.
We gotta find that clip.
Hey, real claws.
This was a great episode. Norm, what video you got for us today?
I was about to say, hey, this has been the X-Men 97 recap. Listen, we hope that season
it's been the X-Men 97 recap.
I wouldn't say that this has been the X-Men 97 recap.
This has just been a nerdy superhero episode. How about that?
We probably spent all of 5 minutes talking about X-Men 97.
America, remember this. Those things that Mystique came out of Mystique's hands. Those weren't flaws. Those are just a figment of your imagination.
Hey,
that was just your imagination, guys. Those wasn't claws.
Listen,
we gotta get Biden out of there. We don't want to make it about politics, but Stevie Joe gotta go.
Listen. This has been a great episode. We're hoping.
Let's go, Brandon.
We're hoping that the next seasons of X-Men 97 are on par with season 1.
Definitely.
All right, because the writing and everything, the anime has been phenomenal. We see where they're going, especially at that ending with Apocalypse meeting them and all that. It's gonna be good. I hope Marvel animation continues growing. They got Spider-Man first freshman class or something like that coming out soon, which is another Spider-Man animated show coming out.
And a side note, they had to do what DC does with animated films to try to gain some traction. So
gotta do what you gotta do. But
DC is the master. But go ahead.
But this has been another episode of the Church Nerds. Norm, what we got tonight before we head out?
Heresy I done heard on this show yet.
Well, this has been a truly amazing show, and because. Well, I had one set for last week, but we didn't do it because it was Pentecost Sunday. But
hey, glory.
Hey, Basha. But what? So actually, I got 2. They're both really short though. But I think I'll show the one I was going to do in this one. So to kind of set up what it was, first one, I was kind of perusing around the internets, and most of us in this church nerd congregation, all of us have had a turn working the soundboard at our church, right?
Oh boy,
we've all done it. I would submit that is the hardest job outside of preaching is working the soundboard.
I agree.
Because nothing you do is right.
Especially if you got an analog board.
Not an analog.
We had an analog for years.
So this first clip is a tribute and a shout out to all the people who ever had to work the soundboard.
I said you don't make it tonight. I got a cruise here. I just need the organ in my monitors because I'm on my way out of here. If you know I'm preaching right, there it is. It just got there. Now it's too loud. You finally found it. Now bring it down some. Yes. Yes. With God. That's perfect, sir.
Don't know what they want.
Muted the organ is wild.
It's crazy. Shout out to Bishop Jacobs, man. Powerful preaching.
Yeah, but I have been in that position before.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, and that's why you do the whole. Oh yeah, I got you. Let me adjust that for you.
The Phantom adjust.
The Phantom adjust.
Oh, it's perfect. Oh, I did perfect. Thank you.
It's just like Mystique's power, fake. You know,
well, her power ain't fake. Come on.
Like Wolverine's powerless claws.
Don't talk about Nightcrawler's mom.
And Rogue's mom too, apparently.
That's true. So the other one is interesting. It just like this conversation, it's best to know what you're talking about, or at least what someone else is talking about when they're telling you something.
Oh, okay.
The Bible says to study that, to show thyself approved, right?
Mm-hmm.
Know the word, because you can be tricked by people saying interesting things.
Yep.
And the Lord told me to tell you, and your name is going in the book. Do you believe that? Read Psalms 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. And whosoever believeth on that shall not prosper. Shall not prosper.
I'm just trying to figure out why he got 2 pulpits. Like what kind of
how do you get that just completely wrong? That's like the easiest scripture.
Psalms 3:16.
That's the easiest scripture.
So,
Like, come on.
all we got out of that is the wrong pastor.
We can forgive the wrong book name, but you messing up the scripture.
And
Did he say our names are going in the book?
And
Yeah.
if you on the Lord, you shall not prosper.
You shall not prosper. And he said it 3 times. You shall not.
Because there is no Psalms 3:16.
Wow. He must have been. He was on the wrong pulpit. That's what it was.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So as a note, when you go to somebody's church, make sure you know the Bible because you can be easily tricked.
How about just in your everyday life? Make sure you know the
Bible. Make sure you know the Bible everyday life.
I ain't gonna lie, that Red Cross was crazy. It gave me some weird vibes.
Illumination.
Somebody been lying in that house for
that says a lot.
Hey man, this has been another episode of the Church Nerds Podcast. Man, make sure you subscribe to all of our platforms. Once again, I'm Jay Ball. We got Norman Heath, Dre Buford. It ain't me, Darrell Walls, Pastor B, and Brandon Travis. You don't have your real name there, so
Gabe got warrants.
And we got Gabe Jordan, man. We are
about to have warrants from the PCAF. If y'all
he running from the ops.
We are the Church Nerds. We will see you on another episode.
Peace.
Later.
Man,
oh my God.
Don't watch the new Batman.